All right, welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated. Got a shop update right now. We are in race prep starting today. Got a race in a couple of weeks at Homestead Miami Speedway. So let's get to it. Let's talk some car. I got a lot of advice, but let's get to it. Lower 7 looking good as always. So this week we're going to be working on our fuel system. You can see the Holley blue fuel pump here. We got the pre-filter and then the fuel line here, of course. I'm going to be changing the fuel pump, putting a new Holley blue there. We're going to refurbish this guy with some stuff that I found at summitracing.com. I didn't know that was the case. And the pre-filter here, I thought the unit, you couldn't, you have to replace it, but actually it's you can open it up and put a new filter element. So we're gonna do that as well. So save myself a whole bunch of money. And then we're gonna open the tank and check the sponge, make sure that it's not disintegrating and throwing stuff. Because at the end of the day, I was having fuel delivery issues, really for the last couple of weekends, and so let me show you what happened with the Holley blue. That has a little filter that goes in there, which I had never cleaned or done anything with. Well, you don't know, right? So guess which one is old and which one is new. Alright, so this guy has to be cleaned every so often, maybe every 2 weekends or something like that. But look how dirty that is. Look how black. You can still see through it, but I'm sure this is still this, and I cleaned it actually. It was worse. I actually cleaned it at the track. But yeah, this definitely was very, very dirty. You should have seen it before. And a new one. So this can cause you a lot of problems. It can really limit the fuel going through. So we got ourselves a backup Holley blue here, which we're gonna install. Now this screen you should clean, I was told, every so often, maybe every 2 to 3 weekends. And it's very easy. Just take these 5 bolts out of the bottom. This plate comes off, and it's just sitting there. And you just take it right out, clean it, put it back in. It's really easy. But we're gonna go ahead and put the new one in. I needed a backup fuel filter anyways. Fuel pump. So we are going to refurbish the old one, the old blue, Holley blue. They sell these, repair kits and maintenance kits at everywhere. But I buy my stuff usually at Summit Racing. Sponsors of SCCA. Let's give them some support. But yeah, they sell these. This is like $10, and this is like $8. So this is for the Holley blue, and this is for the Regulator. Because obviously things need to be maintained, and so instead of buying new parts, you can just the whole new part. You just buy these essential items, replace them, and the performance, keep up the performance. I bought this because I needed a backup for the runoffs anyway. But basically, for less than $20, you can buy the spring with the gasket and the screen for the fuel pump, and then for the fuel regulator you can also buy the little repair kit to get the performance back on that guy. So really happy. I think this was really good stuff. All right, what's next? Took the Weber out. Oh, actually, yeah. So the other thing on that fuel filter back there, got the new element from Canton. You can just open that cylinder and then the assembly, and just take the other filter out, put the new one in, and you're back in business. For this was also like I don't know, like $12 instead of buying a whole new unit, which was like 100 and something. So we're gonna take care of that. Also took the Weber out, so I spun on the last race. A lot of dirt came into the car. Look at this. Look at that. It's all over. Look at over here. All the dirt. So we're probably gonna take the intake out too. Take all this out, clean real good. So we're gonna take the Weber apart and clean it up real good, just in case. make it tip top, right? Also got a fuel PSI gauge. I have a manual one that I could always plug in here, but this one's going to be permanent here. So bought an elbow, so it's going to be facing up, so I can always see it here like that. And make sure that these regulators are working and sending the right amount of pressure for the Weber. Should be about between 4 and 5, right, according to the experts. So yeah, just overkilling everything here. This guy here, this is important. So I've said before that you should have a small and a big one of these in your travel racing bag, and I tell you, it came through for me. So I left all my wrenches here just like this. I forgot them, and I needed to change this and the fuel line going to this from the back. And guess what? I did not have a 22 millimeter wrench. So guess who came to the rescue? The adjustable guy. So really, really happy. And again, re-emphasize, you need to have a couple of these, small and a big one. And then I always carry the huge one. Where is it? Well, it's in there somewhere. The super big one. I also carry that one. So I carry 3. But these go in the back. These go in the main bag there. And I tell you, you got to do it. It'll take you out of most jams. Definitely. Best tool. What else? Also gonna be cleaning this up and putting another one. Still got a little bit of oil overflow coming. Still a lot of pressure from the oil pressure. So I'm still getting a little bit of oil coming out. So I'm gonna I got 2 lines coming out of the engine for for that vacuum. So we're gonna put one here, and then I'm gonna add another can to put the other line to the other one. See if we can breathe out some of that pressure a little more. This is another important thing here. This is just a typical, tire repair thing. You can get at Walmart, anywhere. But I always carry this with me, and this is why. Trailer tire. Look at that. Just coming out of Homestead. Got a puncher. Had to change it. And, I have spares, so I just put in the spares. But if I didn't, then you would need to repair this tire on the road. So you got to have this stuff here. So I'm going to repair this one now, since I could carry on my trip. This is my other fuel backup pump here. This is a Summit one. I put it on this past weekend, but it started the car, but the car was hesitating on idle. So I think probably not enough. Maybe if I adjusted the fuel pressure, maybe that would have helped. But yeah, it didn't seem like it was quite cutting. And I could probably run the car. So in an emergency case, it still probably could do, but not for performance, for sure. So we're going to keep it as a backup to the backup, right? So that's what's going on at the table. We're going to carry on with repairs this weekend. I spun at the start of the last race. Finally, when the engine, I could hear it, started to clear out real nicely after I changed some of those Holley components. But then the car just spun suddenly. So we're going to be checking the rear end here. It's probably going to be either this left rear axle, because the car spun that way. And we're also going to check, obviously, the differential. So we're going to just start by draining the differential, see if we got any shavings on there. If not, then that's good news. Then we're going to take this guy out, check out this axle, see what's up. If it's the diff, we got a spare diff ready to go here. It's a different ratio, but hey, man, you gotta use what you have. But anyways, that's what's going on here. You guys enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and count the blessings. It's a good life out there. So that's what's going on here. Star Wars Race Incorporated.